welcome guys, is another episode of the Neutral Corner, proudly sponsored by Treasure Boxing Club with the collaboration of Ragatonic. It's Danny Glover.
It's Big Lex, and today we got a special guest, silver medalist boxer, Ben Whittaker.
Welcome guys, it's another episode of the Neutral.
Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for having me.
I always do this clap on my ones, you know.
I'll join you then. I'll join you. You're doing your dirty, man.
I always do this clap on my ones.
I don't clap hands, I clap cheeks. Come on. But yes, the surgeon is up in the building. So thank you for coming on. It's much appreciated. Yeah, man. It's been very happy that you come on. So we're gonna let people know more about you, proper in depth. Yeah, I don't know if you've watched the Neutral Corner before. Yeah, man. So we like to take it from the beginning
for the peoples.
Yeah, man. So let people know whereabouts you're from, what's your background, and things like that, man.
All right, cool. So 26, from Wednesbury, right in the middle of Wolverhampton and West Brom. Background, dad's Jamaican, mum's Austrian. And little cocktail there, man.
I didn't think that. I thought English.
You know it is. You don't speak English. Austrian. Okay,
a little cocktail there. And, I'm just
no fish and chip business.
Shut up, man. Nothing wrong with a little mushy peas, man. Little carvery on the side.
Okay, so now I get why you got the Terminator hand thing.
Yeah, something like that.
The Arnie. Okay. So what was it growing up like in your area and stuff like that?
Yeah, so growing up in my areas, there's always good sides and bad sides of the town. Where I grew up, my dad worked 2 jobs, mum worked 2 jobs. And in our house, it was you either do something or you're going to get cussed down, especially with my dad. And so firstly, it's my brother. My brother used to play football. I'm the younger brother, so he used to play for Birmingham.
Okay. Good level.
Yeah, it was good level, man. Then he played for like Warsaw, had scouts from Rangers and whatnot. But when he got to about 16, 17, you know, girls, parties, all that stuff starts coming in. And he just knocked it on the head. He said, I don't want to play no more. A couple of years after, he joined the Royal Marines because my mum said, your little brother, which is me, he said he looks up to you. If you're running the streets doing a madness, he's going to try and follow your footsteps. So if you got to do something productive, we're going to have to kick you out the house. So he said, you know what? I've got no GCSEs. I ain't done nothing. I've rolled around with the wrong crowd. Let me join the Royal Marines and see if I can do something.
Yeah, I like that.
And me seeing that, we spoke about it a couple of years after. It shoulda, woulda, coulda. If he dedicated himself to it, he could have been a professional footballer now. So for me, it's a good thing and a bad thing. You never want to see your brother upset like that. But for me, it opened up the door to say, I've got the skills, I've got the talent. I just got to work hard. And growing up, like I said, from where I'm from, 2 jobs, both parents, who wasn't from like the richest of areas. So what really made me want to do this sport was to change their life.
Yeah, I love that, man.
So it's just the one brother you got?
Yeah, one older brother.
No sisters?
No sisters, nothing like that.
Okay. No. So then school life. What school did you go to first of all?
Yeah, so I went to a primary school called Old Church. I got kicked out in year 5.
All right.
Yeah.
What happened there?
No, I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was a young kid.
Okay.
And for me, it was if the classroom's quiet, I had to do something. I used to have a couple of little tear-ups in the playground, but it was more as the classroom clown. If it was silent, I had to say something. And in school, they just couldn't take it no more, kicked me out. Then secondary school again, got kicked out again. And I just wasn't a classroom kid, if I'm honest. Put me in that boxing ring, that's my classroom. That's where I excel. And everybody's got their own paths in life. School wasn't for me, you know what I mean? But I was never a bad kid. I was never like rude or naughty or nothing like that. I was just more of a I had to say something funny.
No, I hear you.
The comedian of the group.
Come across enough of them kids in school, you know what I mean?
You already know.
Making noise in the GCSE
Exactly.
hall. And
That was me. I looked at the paper. I saw the numbers. I said, I ain't passing this. Let me just start annoying people. I was throwing things. Kick straight out, man. You already know.
Pellets.
I thought, if I can't do it, they're not doing it. Exactly, man. Exactly.
What was the name of the secondary school you went?
St. Thomas More Catholic School. So,
okay. My school's called St. Thomas as well.
Yeah. It was a good school. It was a good school. The best thing now is when I see the teachers now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, because they told me I wouldn't amount to nothing, and when I see them now, it's quite good.
I was going to ask you about that because I saw a post where you said that the teachers, your friends said you couldn't do it. It's kind of Leon Edwards. It's funny enough, he's from your neck of the woods.
Oh,
but
yeah.
He's like, I think I couldn't do it. Look at me now. Look at me now.
Hey, that was bone chilling, man.
No, that was touching.
That was very. And he did it again. That's what I loved even more.
Exactly.
For real.
So so it's good that you, as you said, now when they see you, they realise they got it wrong. And what it is, I wanted to actually touch on this because I noticed there's been quite a lot of people. Do you notice you hear a lot of people who make a success of themselves and they talk about teachers telling them they wouldn't be anything. Like, that's a bad thing, that a teacher
but, you know,
who's meant to have your best interest at heart, you think.
True.
Yeah.
For me, that was my driving force.
Yeah, I was about to say, some teachers, I don't, like, in my school, teachers say that to me, but it's just a bit, some teachers are malicious, some teachers is banter. So
I didn't take it as no banter.
I felt the maliciousness, especially when it's coming from a certain type of teacher.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, certain type of teacher, you know.
And they say it a certain way. It's like, you're not going to do anything.
There's some that say if you don't buck up, you're going to end up here.
Yeah, I've got that a couple of times. You're like, okay, maybe I need to listen.
But there's some that say, you're going to end up this place, that place. So.
Yeah. So that is something that needs looking into, I think, by the educational system. Because that breeds the school to prison pipeline in a way.
It's true, because like kind of, if they're saying it, some people go, all right, then I will amount to nothing. We'll just listen to it. Yeah, where some people, if they don't flick that switch, they will just listen to the teacher, and sadly they do and amount to nothing.
So did you go to college or sixth form, or did you just think, nah?
Yeah, so luckily enough for my boxing, it opened up a couple of doors. So I got picked up by England scout, and he said, but there's this England boxing college you can go to. I said, boxing at college. That kills two birds, man. That's perfect. It was in South Leicester. So I used to have to get a bus to the train station, 2 trains to Leicester, and then a bus to South Leicester. It was long, man.
How long did it take you?
It was like 5:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock. And the first 2 weeks, perfect. Every day was the strength and conditioning and boxing. I said, this is me. 3rd week comes now, they start bringing in maths, English. I said, you said it's a boxing college. No, we still need to do the academics. You just saw me just gradually not going until I got kicked out. And then worked a couple of jobs as well. Worked at JD Sports.
Okay. You look like a JD guy.
That was my department as well, the shoe department. No, what it was.
I sold trainers in sports world, sports director.
Okay,
yeah. But you know what it is? It don't have the same effect as a JD guy.
Yeah, JD was the guy. You can imagine you little.
You know, I work at JD. Like,
you already know.
Yeah, I was on the sports world is like Lonsdale cover.
But that's where I worked. I worked at JD first. My dad said, if you're going to be in his house, you need to, start bringing someone to the house. So I said, okay. So he got me the job at JD, and not going to school. Well, I got kicked out of school. My social skills was terrible. I couldn't speak to people. So the first day they show you how to read out the shoe, and I was see all these letters and numbers. I was like, bruh, I don't know about this. And it was like Christmas time.
Busy period.
First job, Boxing Day. It was a madness of people are rude as well. Slap the trainer in your hand. I want a 10, 11. I was like, bruh. I said, yeah, back in a sec. Went to the toilet, locked the door, and just started playing Temple Run on my phone. And then the walkie-talkie, Whittaker, where are you? I turned off the walkie-talkie. I said, loudest, man. Got my stuff together, passed to the walkie-talkie, and went home, man. And my dad was like, I know that woman, man. It's going to reflect bad on me. I give you one more shot. I got you a job at the Wolverhampton Wanderers ground. saying they got sacked from there as well.
Oh,
you know what I mean? What it was quick little story. They said to me, you can't eat in front of the fans, so do what you want with the voucher. So me being clever, I said, all right then. Tap the guy I work with. I said, it's food time. When I got my voucher, can I have a pucker pie and a Coke, please? Cool. The only place I could do is dirty, but it's toilet. So I was in the toilet eating, got away with it for like 2 weeks. Eventually, the guy caught me, opened the toilet, said, yo, pass me a jacket, this, that, you sacked.
What? So what did they want you to eat?
Exactly. I said, what am I supposed to do? Because literally, you get there, you got to inspect the whole ground. Then the fans start coming in. I said, what am I supposed to eat then? Because when the fans go, the people go as well.
Was you working in a kiosk or?
No, I was working as a steward.
On the concourse, because I worked at Charlton and I've worked at I worked at Charlton and Wembley. So yeah, when you do it, you normally got to either go in the toilet or round a corner. There's no way you can do it. And but obviously you wait for them to go in, like the match starts, and that way it's empty. That way you can do it. Obviously, when the fans are there, you can't get your.
You're gonna stand there watching the match with the pucker pie. So I said, all right, then have you got this section secured? Yeah, I'm gonna go and eat my pucker pie. Then I got sacked. I said, what's this?
That's unreasonable. The first one, fair enough.
But luckily enough, not happened. 2 weeks before that, I got my my email from GB saying I got the assessments. So for me, I was like, okay, then if I can start getting paid for this boxing, it's a blessing in disguise. It opened up doors for me. Yeah.
So going back a bit then. Yeah. So how did you get started in boxing? What interested you? Because I see pictures of your dad, like he's still a unit, but back then he was dieseled up like in the black vest. But I was like, okay, it makes sense. Because even when you see him now, he looks like a buddy you don't really want to ramp with, you know what I mean? Big up man like Tony. So how did you get started in boxing and what interested you?
Yeah, so honestly, I wasn't interested in boxing at all. Like my dad used to box as an amateur. He got cut on the door, so it put an end to his career. But in our house, I just wanted to be a footballer, if I'm honest. I had 2 left feet, but I loved it. It's critical for when you're striker, you get put to right wing, you get put to centre defensive mid, right back, and then I was in every position. And then from when your dad's on the sidelines to in the car to get one of your friends to pick you up. I said, I'm not good no more. Do you know what I mean?
So what did you do? You just toe punting the ball.
I was terrible. I don't know if it's the ADHD or what. Wherever the ball was, I was. So if I'm a right back, I'm where the ball is. I was left back. Left wing, I was everywhere. My dad said, you have no IQ in this football, man. Forget it, man. But so what it was, my dad said, to burn off some energy, we're going to take you down to the gym because I was getting in trouble at school and things like that. And I walked in, and I'm not one of these people that loved it when I first walked in. I was like, this is dirty, man. It smelled. People are sparring, getting broke up. I was like, nah, this ain't for me. So I had a couple sessions.
What age was that, sir?
I was at 7 years old.
7? Oh, okay.
So my dad took me down at 7. I was like, this ain't for me, man. So did a couple sessions. My mum wasn't a fan of it. She said, I don't want my son boxing. So my dad said, all right, then if you want to babyfy him, do what you want to do. So then she started taking me to like ballet, dance, swimming, all these. I was doing everything. I was doing all sports. So she was taking me to like all these dancings. My dad was like, nah, man, I wanted to do boxing. My mom was like, he's not doing boxing. And then, like I said, keep getting in trouble at school and this, that. Got to about 12. And my dad said, we're going to take you back to the gym. Went back to the gym just as a hobby. But to impress him, I did the medical myself. The coach said, there's a home show in about 4 weeks. If you want to go on the home show, let us know. We'll sort your medicals out, whatnot. So I signed up, weighed in, did the eye test, all that. Came home and said, I'm fighting in about 3 weeks. My dad said, fighting? You ain't ready to be fighting. I said, well, I've signed up now, so we'll see what happens. Then after he saw my first fight, so we're taking it serious. Week after 6 in the morning, woke me up before school. He was on his little pedal bike. He was running with me. Or he took me over to the road. We got a swimming bass right over the road. Swimming. And from there, we'd never look back, man.
What club was this, by the way?
I was boxing out of a gym called Woldensborough ABC. It was literally in a school, back of a school.
Okay. Yeah. Do you remember the coaches' names?
Yeah, Steve O'Rourke. Steve O'Rourke was the coach. And Varus, coach from Armenia. He was the first person to actually grits me up in the gym because what was funny was I was, like I said, classroom clown. If I was boxing, looking at kids trying to bust joke, and my dad said, if he's not taking it serious, hit him. to the coach. And the coach took it serious. He gripped me up the wall and said, your dad said I can do anything with you. So if you're not going to listen, you will feel pain. I was shocked. I said,
Armenian man,
he's got that accent as well. I was scared. But like, it was the best thing he ever did, because then I turned up to the boxing gym to train and take it serious. And when I did that, every year I just got better and better.
Okay. So describe the first tournament that you went into.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember that?
First tournament I went into was the schoolboys, ABA schoolboys. And I knew nothing about it, if I'm honest. It was like, Midlands, what's that? So I entered and I fought a kid called Patrick McCann from Kettering School of Boxing.
Everyone's called McCann from that club. Right?
Yeah, Patrick McCann. And like I said, I knew nothing of it. So I used to have to, I borrowed someone's shorts. It was like 3/4. It was massive. Went in there. You know, it's critical. I had a blue vest and red shorts. I was all over the place.
Oh my God.
You know, I was all over the place. Went in there. And I lost on a double count back. So it was like 4-4. Because it was like typical schoolboy, just super messy. So it was a count back 4-4, then 2-2. And he got the decision. And I didn't go back into the ABAs or nothing like that until I was a junior then. My coach said, what you need to do is we're going to put you on some away shows to get you comfortable and get used to the crowd. We're going to put you in some home shows to get used to the crowd and just learn in your own time. I think that was the best thing for me, because sometimes when you keep rushing it and throwing people in to start falling away, then for me, just took my time. I was going to different gyms to spar, and I learned in my own time then.
Yeah. So So you did win the NABCs. Was that class A, B, or C?
Oh, I don't know what class it was, but it was just,
How old
I was a youth. So I think I was about 16, 15, something like that.
That's class A.
Okay, so that's the first thing I ever won. And if I'm honest, that's the best thing I've ever won. Do you know what I mean? Because for me, like I said, the first thing I went in, I lost in the Midlands. So I said, if I can get a Midlands vest, that'll be me
youth
then.
is class B, sorry.
Okay, class B.
Yeah.
So I was like, if I can get a Midlands vest, I'll be happy. Won the Midlands, won the whole thing. I actually cried when I won it. I was like, yo, this is the best feeling ever. I'm doing this, doing that. And then after that, something clicked, man. I was winning everything. Got the call ups from England GB, and that's it, man.
Yeah. So in your career, we'll go through some of your accolades. I've got it here on the other phone.
You won a bronze at the Commonwealth, didn't you?
I won a silver at the Commonwealth Youths. That was the first ever tournament I went to as well for England, you know. So it was a bit of a madness. I thought, so imagine you go to the Commonwealth Youth Games and there's swimming, there's running. I was like, yo, this is how England do it. Then the next tournament I went to was the Youth Europeans, and it was in Poland. And funny story there, man. Me and Daniel Dubois got chased. Yeah, we got chased, so we was both.
Can you imagine that? You told him to do something. He goes,
he was running like Donkey Kong, man. It's hilarious. It was funny, man. So what happened is, he was.
I'm just picturing him. I can't stop.
He was running that heavy, and the whole street was just shaking, man.
No, but what's the story? Why did you?
We all wanted, like, it was one of those, like, everyone's out the tournament, nothing much to do in Poland, so it was like, there's a McDonald's up the road, man. Walked up to McDonald's now, busting a bit of joke. On the way back, there was a kid called Brad Strand. He fights for Frank Warren. He took one of the kids' beanies and we like ran into this block of flats. And then there was this man having a cigarette and he pointed, said whatever he said in his language, looked at me and Dan. And I knew from there, but Dan, bless him, he used to say like this, smart. So I started edging back already. I was like, yo, this don't look right, man. Then he looked back and started shouting something else. Then loads of them started coming out like skinhead, tattoos on the face. Or I was like, nah. So as soon as I started running, they started running. Then Dan took off. It was jokes, man. And it was one of those things where when you're running, you're laughing but you're scared. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why we make you run faster.
Exactly.
Yeah. And the man chasing you is so intense.
Exactly.
But for some reason, he just can't get chased. He's too angry.
Exactly. It's hilarious.
When you're running for your life or running to get out of trouble.
No, but I've chased man angrily and they're laughing at me just cussing. And I'm like, why am I? Like, because I'm more on it, I should be moving faster.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
some reason they're having a laugh about this, and they're just boom, 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 boom. I'm like,
I was zigzagging just in case anything came. You know what I mean?
yeah, you always zig.
Just in case.
Yeah, they always
was
zig.
that was just running straight. I was zigzagging just in case, man.
Yeah, it's bad. So you won the Youth England Championships.
Yeah.
You beat Zach Chelly in the final.
Yeah.
You also then went on to beat Willie Hutchinson in the Great Britain Youth Championships in 2015. Describe that year for you, because that's two, household names.
Yeah, it's
back
quick back to back, if I'm honest. Like I said, so I won the NABCs, and then the only thing to do then is enter the ABA. So you just wait a couple months, go into the ABAs, and for me, I was like, I'm the guy now. I've won the national title, but I went through the Midlands, went to the quarters, semis, final, fought Zach. He won it twice before me, so he was kind of known. I was unknown. Beat him there, then fighting someone like Willie Hutchinson. It was quite a funny story because he went and won, I'm sure, like the World Championships, World Championships and the Europeans, and those glorify him as the next big thing. And like I said, I was an unknown, so my coach Mickey Driscoll from West Ham, he sat me down and said, "Look, mate, the draws came in. You've drawn the world champion. Let's go out there and enjoy it." I said, "Enjoy it? What are you on about? I'm going to win." And he went, "Yeah, we can all hope." That's what made me go in there and win. I said, "What's he on about, man?" I said, "What's he on about?" You know what I mean? But I don't know if he said that to get that fire with me, but it definitely worked. I said, "What's he on about, man?"
Yeah.
So
Some of the coaches, I remember there was a funny story. I remember when I was down in, I forgot the place, but it was three of us now boxing against these home guys. And then I remember the first, one of them won and one of them lost for my club. And then I was about to go in, and I didn't realize I was going against their star guy, the star boy.
Yeah, from there, to
Yeah. And then this is my coach, Mick Gregory. This is about the time he goes, "Yeah, don't worry." It's when I got to the ring. "Don't worry, star boy." Every crowd's going, "Rah! Don't worry, I've got my towel ready."
I love it,
Towel? I was like, "Wait, is this guy a banger or something?" But the way I was on my toes, I looked like Ali. Yeah. I looked like Larry Holmes. Because I'm thinking, how can you tell me when I've got in the ring, I've got my towel ready? So I'm thinking,
I've got a story just like that, man. I've got a story just like that.
But yeah, I beat him on points. But yeah, my reflexes was just
Super sharp.
Yeah.
Was it because of what he
Ultra
said though?
instinct.
yeah, because he said the towel's wrecked. So I'm thinking, and obviously he was kind of wham. So I was thinking, he must be a banger.
Yeah, if he clips me, it's game over.
Yeah, he's talking about towel ready. So he knows about him. He's only just telling me when I've got
He
in.
must have said that to get you round.
But that could go one way or the other, man.
Yeah.
Just before you get in the ring.
Man wants he wants you to put on the back foot. Use your feet.
That was actually bad. That was actually bad. I'll never forget that.
Like I said, that can go one way or the other though, because you could get that much stage fright. You do get the towel does come in.
No, because he's thinking if I get clipped over, then he's going to throw the towel in it. He's thinking if I get knocked over.
No, for real.
But yeah,
man.
I just didn't get hit. But then you went on to beat Jordan Reynolds in 2016 and 2017, both in the final. So it's like you bucked him twice in the finals. So
Yeah.
That's just interesting.
Just like yourself there, what you said about that story, that the first year was funny. So love my coach, Steve O'Rourke. We still talk now, but I just come from the youth, won the youth, and I wanted to go straight into the seniors, which I did. But I said, "Look, I'm going to the seniors." He goes, "Seniors, there's no head guard. You're a bit skinny. They'll walk through you, man. Give it a year off." I went, "Nah, man, I believe I'll beat them all now." He goes, Nah. And I finished sparring with one of the guys. And there's like other kid called Ben that was going to enter them. The kid said to my coach, Steve, "Ben's entering the championships, innit?" And he didn't know I was in the gym. He goes, "Yeah, you know what him and his dad's like. He wouldn't even get past the Midlands, bless him. So I think we should leave him out for a year." When I heard that, I walked past, looked at him. So he knew I heard. I walked to my dad's car. I said, enter me into the championship. So my dad did it himself. Said, "Look, the Midlands are coming up soon." Told the coach that if you want to be there, come through.
Yeah.
Went through the whole stages, beat everybody. And in the final, same thing like you said, I was on the pads and my coach, it was funny. My coach went into Jordan Reynolds' thing, watched him on the pads, came back and went, "That kid can bang." He goes, "There might be a chance of a standing count. If it does, make sure you look at me for instructions." I said, "Standing count? So what are you on about, man?" But like I said, it worked because I was super sharp in that final.
Yeah.
And then winning that, I want to win it again back to back. So it was a good feeling.
No, that's good, man. Then you had a standout win against Peter Mullenberg, who is like a very well-known amateur from the Netherlands. Yeah, I remember when he beat Joshua Boatsen. So he was a very good fighter, and you beat.
You know your stuff, man. Yeah, because that was very good. Because when they sat me down, actually, when you're on Team GB, you have video analysis, and they watch every bout, and they show me the Boatsen one when he beat Boatsen. It was like, he's a very tough kid. I said, that's tailor made for me. Watch what I do. And I went out there and picked him up on. It was like fair play to you, mate. Okay. You know what I mean? But he was a very good win. He was a good guy as well. Good to get on the resume.
Yeah, that's very good on the resume. Now I studied this thing. That's like they call me the master of
when you said Peter, I was like, Peter Come on. That was a good one, yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. And then you beat British/Australian Jerome Pampelone. He just lost recently.
Yeah, for the World IBF thing.
Malik Zanad, who's fighting Dimitri Bivol, funny enough. So how was that? Do you remember that fight?
Yeah, I remember it actually. It was a busy year that was. So we had the Europeans and the European Games, which I got to the final in both. And then that one, I wasn't actually going to enter because I had an injury, which I eventually got sorted, but I wasn't going to enter. And the coaches said, whoever medals at this at 81 kilo goes to the Olympic qualifiers. I was like, what are you on about, man? I've won everything. I'm number 3 in the world. I'm obviously going to go. He goes, oh, no, not here, mate. So I had to go through all the stages again. And when I fought him, he was cleaning some man out. He was cleaning man out. He fought one guy from Egypt from the Olympics, cleaned him out before me. I said, right, okay. I didn't think New Zealand had a man like this. I was honest because you hear some of these countries. I was like, New Zealand.
What you don't know about the All Blacks?
We're in boxing. It's a bit like that. It's one of them. I'm honest. I say, okay, if I'm fighting New Zealand, they can't beat him. I don't care who it is. And when they show me the videos, I was like, oh, he's quite nice with it. It was a good fight, man. I won it pretty clear. But it was a good fight, man. Yeah. Maybe one down the line in the pro game.
So then you travelled the world, like you travelled to some very mad remote countries, like as far as Australia, Tokyo, Samoa. I saw you fight. Like, what was that fight like there? Because that's a very strange place.
It's very strange. I've been, like you said, I've been to many places. Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, you name, I've probably been there. But like places like Samoa and Uzbekistan, it kind of opens up your eyes how lucky we are, if that makes sense. Especially like, it kind of shows how privileged we are here. So when we was going to Uzbekistan, we got onto this road, slowly started going up. Everyone's signals going down by 1 bar. We was like, right, this is critical. I was like, hey coach, has he got Wi-Fi at this place? And the coach is just looking forward. So when we saw that, we said, he must know something we don't know, man. Got to the top of this place, the top of this mountain. Not one TV, not one plug, no Wi-Fi. And was there for 2 weeks. Wow. And then like when you're driving down to the train and we have to go the same route, you see little 6-year-old kids running up the mountains with weights in their hands. I was like, if the 6-year-olds are doing this, what's the Olympic team doing? And like that just opened up my eyes to say, you know what, we live a very privileged life, man. And it is good. It opens up your eyes, makes you more hungry, and you get to see different styles of boxing.
Yeah. So then you got into... So yeah, talk us through the Olympic trials, how you managed to qualify, because
what year was that in?
Ooh, I don't know. You know, I know I was supposed to actually fight at the copper box, but then when COVID came in, it got pushed through a year. Yeah. So I think maybe it was like early 2021 or late 2020, something like that.
Was that your first adult
Olympic qualifiers? Yeah. What sadly happened, it was a good thing and a bad thing. Usually in the Olympic qualifiers, you get a couple of opportunities to go. Where we was getting ready at the copper box for our first one. I think if you lost there, you could have went to a world one. Because the time frame was shortening due to COVID. We had our final only European qualifier in France. And it was a bit of a nerve-wracking one where it's like, if you mess up here, you're done. You've wasted 4 to 5 years on the cycle for nothing. And it's one of those, you've boxed the kids 3-4 times already. So you both know each other's style. You've only got 3 rounds. But he was good. I got to the final. I pulled out in the final because of my injury again. But I got to the final, secured my spot, and it was a good feeling, man. It was good. But it was, on the other hand, it was bad as well because there's one kid I beat in the quarter final just to go to the spot, and seeing him crying over that, I said, that could have been me, man. And he had to wait a whole another 4 years to try and go to this one. So it is a tough game, but it's you or me, man.
What's his name?
He's from Sweden. He's called Linden something. I don't actually know his name, but people know him. The fight's on YouTube as well. He was a messy little short fighter, but it was me or him, man. It was me or him.
That's the name of the game.
It was me or him, man. It
Unfortunately.
was me or him. You know what I mean? But it's part of the game. It was very good though to experience that pressure because, like I said, just getting the one shot, it was make or break, man. And we had a real solid team. Everybody qualified as well.
Yeah.
So it was good.
So then describe how it was when you come back. You just qualified.
Yeah.
Describe when you've come back home, how it was like breaking the news
Yeah.
and the reception you got from your family and stuff.
Yeah, luckily enough, you had a live stream out there. So my dad was watching every fight. And what I love about my dad is my best critic, worst critic, whatever you want to call it. So I've just qualified for the Olympics. Not no well done, nothing. He goes, that fight was terrible, man. He goes, what the hell was that? I was like, what are you on about, man? He goes, the way you boxed there was dreadful. You won't even get a medal like that. But I like that about my daddy. He does it for a reason. You know what I mean? So
Tough love.
my mom, bless her, she was happy. My girlfriend, she was happy. Brother was happy. But I know my dad was proud, but he wants more. Because he could have easily been like, yeah, that was great. And I could have thought like that in the Olympics. Where him saying that, I was like, okay, I need to book up my ideas. So as soon as I came home, there was no celebrations. It was kind of, I'm supposed to qualify. And let's get ready for this Olympics now. So we just knuckled down, tweaked a few things and got ready for the Olympics.
So you got in the Olympics. Everyone saw you, you know what I mean, style and profile, all the moves, like Jagger, come on. Yeah, he was looking good. So this is why it's interesting that some people who are only becoming familiar with you now are saying, oh, why is he doing that to his opponents? But what I would recommend them do is go back and watch you as an amateur. It's all on YouTube, so it's not like back in the day where you got to buy a VHS off a car boot sale. You can see you doing the exact same things in these fights. Well, I see you doing a thing where you're proper like slip and slide and you're like going around, boom, 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 boom. It's very
it's like cat and mouse, man.
But was you influenced by like Cuban styles and stuff? Because that is very Cuban.
So I used to call myself a Cuban, man. With the brown skin, I could get away with it. I say, yeah, I'm Cuban. And my dad said, shut up, man, you Jamaican, damn fool. But what I used to do was, my first ever actual boxing fight I actually took interest in was Mario Kindling versus Amir Khan. And that's the person that actually, I thought, the way he's moving and making it look easy, man. I said, even today, he's my favorite boxer. He's just something about the way he fights. I love him. So after I seen him fight, I thought, okay, these Cubans do stuff different. I just knuckled down and watched every Cuban fight. And then my coach, lucky enough, he loves Cuban boxing. My dad loves Cuban boxing. So for me, especially in the amateur game, they're the best to try and influence your style off. So that's what I did.
Yeah, no, real talk. And then in the finals,
I ended up fighting a Cuban, exactly. It was weird. It was kind of weird, that was, because like me, I kind of jumped on the international scene very quick, if that made sense. It was like the coaches sat me down in 2016. My first actual camp, I sparred Josh Boatsi. Come up there, grade 1 trim, know what I mean, running shoes. And Ron McCracken come up and went, have you got your sparring stuff, mate? And I went, yeah. I didn't have nothing. I looked at one of the kids and said, can I borrow your stuff? He goes, yeah. He goes, do you want to do a couple of rounds with Josh? And I didn't know who he was. I went, yeah, go on then. Sparred, and Rob McCracken was like, yeah, you're good. Week after, I got moved straight up to podium. And that was like, that for that sense, it was quick. Yeah. You usually have to have a 3-month probation, and I got moved up in a week or so. And then you go from being there every Thursday for 2 weeks, Monday to Thursday every week. So for me, it was a quick change. And then because I started meddling, I flew up to these international things quick. But prior to that, I was a student of the game. I watched everybody who was there or could be there. And I used to watch Arlen Lopez countless of times. And then being in there, one of your defining fights of your life in an Olympic final, it was kind of weird. Yeah. It was weird.
So how did you find it in there with him?
Yeah, it was weird. He was like, I knew what he was going to do. But like, sometimes I couldn't do much about it. But like I said, I lost on a split decision. It was very close. But I'm my own critic. I know I could have done more. And I know what I've learned now, I could easily beat him. But being in that now, it's easily saying it, but not doing it.
When you,
because I watched it back not long ago and I was like, oh my days. But the funny thing is, in the end, I had to get surgery on my shoulder. And if you actually look through that whole Olympics, I fought with one hand. I only fought with a left hand. And I injured myself in 2018. And what happened is, because I was a medal hope. Rob McCracken sat me down, Lee Pullen, and some other coaches. They sat me down and said, "Look, mate, Gary Hale, yeah, man like Gary, man like Gary." So yeah, they all sat me down because when it came to COVID, I was just gonna turn pro. I was gonna get surgery and go pro. So I thought, I want to make money now, man. There's no time to waste. But the coach sat me down and said, "Look, mate, you signed your contract with Team GB, and when you do that, you have to fulfill your years. If not, you've got to pay money back to them, pay the money back." And I was like, "I've spent all that in flannels, man. I spent all that in flannels." I said, "I ain't got that money no more."
Man said flannels,
Every week, every month I got my money. I was in there, Canada Goose, Valentino, I was buying everything. Because I never had it before. I thought, I'm getting everything. So what happened is they sat us down and said, "Look, mate, if you go to the Olympics and medal, like we think you can, we'll pay for your surgery." So I said, all right, that was kind of the okay then. Because when I went and seen the man who said you did the surgery, he's like $8,000. I said, I ain't got that type of money. So in the end, it worked out. But it's a bit of annoying because if I should have, would have, could have had two hands, I could have done more maybe. But
there was a time around that. It was obviously. You said you can't win a silver medal. Yeah. And then there was a bit of controversy. People saying, obviously, I know Piers Morgan came to your defense.
He liked it, man. You know what I mean? But it's one of those, is the whole situation when you're in a training camp, you don't hear the coaches saying, "Come on, man, silver medal is gold. You picture yourself getting a gold. And then not only that, because it was COVID, you had to put the medal on yourself. Just losing, I ain't putting no silver on my neck, so I just held it. And it blew up on the Instagram, blew up on Twitter, blew up on the news.
How dare you?
Yeah, you know. But at the end of the day, it showed my spirit. It showed that I don't want to become second. And some people liked it, some people didn't. But it definitely got them talking, and I think that's what opened up my pro career as well.
Yeah.
Famously, Floyd Mayweather, he always says that he didn't win a bronze medal; he received it. He goes, "You can only receive a bronze or a silver, you win gold."
That's exactly what I said in my interview, and they was looking at me like, I said, is it not true? Is it not true? Do you know what I mean? There's like, fair enough.
Yeah, it's the same mentality.
All this partaking stuff, you know.
Yeah,
it's one of them. So if you told me when I was working at JD or Wolves, a couple of years you'll get a silver medal at the Olympics, I was like, swear down, I want that now. But it's when you start getting better and getting hungry and visualizing things, the silver was nothing to me then. But looking back now, it's an amazing achievement, you know. From my area, not many people can say they've even been to the Olympics, never alone medals. So it's open door. So I'm kind of.
Do you believe if your shoulder was you had the surgery beforehand? Do you think
it's one of them? It's one of them. I think everything happens for a reason. One good thing with it though, I was one of those. I was flashy. I used to do all things flashy. One good thing about the Olympics is because I know I only had one arm, my jab was on form. My jab and left hook was on form. So for me, maybe if I had two hands, I could have went a bit too extra. So for me, I kept it nice and basic and pop people up. And the semi-final win was regardless. Yeah. But the semi-final win was probably my favorite performance. I fought one Russian guy in. I'll let you.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, I look good. He was knocking at every man. That was the best thing. Yeah, because not only Twitter was. When you're in the Olympics, your whole life changes. Twitter starts blowing up, Facebook starts blowing up, Instagram, and that was the bronze medal belt. So we both got a bronze medal now, and people saying that Whittaker's good, but he'll have to settle with a bronze now. And I was like, what are you on about, man? I remember I was in the alleyway, and you could see the little TV of the fight before you. And the way the Russian kid clean, man. I turned to, I'm sure it was Gary Hale then as well. I turned to him, I said, I've got him next. And he went, oh no, focus on this fight. I said, no, don't worry about this fight. I said, I got my man next. You know what I mean? I said, I'll wait till I fight him because I beat his little brother before. I'm going to beat both of them. And that's what happened, man. It was good. 2-0 to the Whittaker household.
So then you decided to turn pro. You signed with 258 Management. Yeah. And your coaches, Anthony Wilson and Joby Clayton. So how did you decide your training team and your management team?
Yeah, so coming out with an Olympic medal, you got everybody calling your phone and being in the position where you kind of, you're mummified, if I'm honest, on GB. You get flown everywhere, your food's there, you get paid. And then when you're pro, you kind of have to make the shots yourself. And fair play to my dad. It was good, but I'm still kind of a kid in that mindset. I said, Dad, you pick for me, man. And my dad said, I ain't picking for you. You're a big man. And if anything happens, I don't want you to come back and say it was my fault. You're a big man. Do what you gotta do. So the first thing I did was get a good lawyer, man. I said, all right, then all these contracts are coming out.
Check the paperwork.
Yeah, get me so. Exactly. So I got a real good lawyer on board. Sat down with everyone, and I took good things and bad things from everyone, because when they're sitting down, they're only going to try and push their good things. And then what I did was, if they're signed with them, who would they sign with? And I spoke to some of their clients, and they'd tell me things. I said, okay. As of now, I went with 258 because they could build my profile outside of boxing. And I knew that first part of your career, of course you need to get the boxing right, but it's becoming a household name. It's about people turning on the TV, oh, who's that? Walking down the street, oh, that's that Ben Whittaker. And that's what I wanted to do, so they could do that. And then coaching-wise, Joby Clayton, he's been with me since I was 10 years old. My dad knows me the best. And then I went over to America and tried a different couple of coaches out. So
you, Stewart, Sugar Hill's that done, or is that?
It's not completely done, but I'm just in a position where I'm learning from everyone. I respect him highly, but even this fight, a lot of people, why are you not with Sugar now? I said, come on, man. I'm in my 7th fight. And Tyson and Usyk, they're fighting in a life-changing, defining fight. Is he going to come and train me a 7th fight, fighting someone I should be
realistic,
or is he gonna go and train him? If I was in Tyson's shoes, I said, you ain't going to train him, you're training me. So I just took myself away from it and said, when you're ready, if you got time, let me know, we'll talk. If not, you gotta do what you gotta do. So that's the now.
With the promotional companies, I guess you was getting offers from everyone's knocking at your door.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
How did that come? How did you make that decision as well? How did you
That's another one. If I'm honest, you hear it all the time, Eddie Earn. And I really like Eddie Earn, and I like his business. But I came in a perfect situation where everything was new. So he just broke away from Sky. Boxers just came in. And for me, I was always like Sky and Eddie. I didn't really know the zone. And then I, of course, spoke to Frank as well. And I was just getting the offers. I was seeing all these digits, all these numbers. I was like, rah. When I used to work at Wolves, you know what I mean? I went from that minimum wage to a madness. Do you know what I mean? But that's what you can never just say yes to the money. It's like, okay, what can you deliver? And I spoke with everyone, and just the platform that Sky had, especially in these early parts of my career, it's made sense, and it was the right call at the right time.
Is that a thing you discussed with your management team, your parents?
Yeah. I spoke
was
to
it like
everybody.
a joint decision, or did they leave it entirely up to you?
It was a madness, really. It was like I kept. Again, I don't know if it's the ADHD or what. I keep changing every hour. So I was like, okay, I'm 100% going to a Matchroom. I'm going to Matchroom. I'm 100% going to Boxer. I'm 100%. I just kept switching and swapping. Then I was very, very close to Matchroom. And then Sky came through with a mad bag, big opportunities. And I said, and my lawyer actually called me and said, look, I ain't never seen anything like this before. So it's a once in a lifetime. You may as well try it out. And it's actually worked out.
Yeah.
I think so. And also, do you know what I've noticed? It seems one thing you got to give Ben Shalom credit for, I think he has reignited Midlands boxing, because
100%.
He's got yourself, Fraser Clark, Tyler Denny, River Wilson bent slightly, Shakan Pitters.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, and he's, you guys have got some decent venues up there, and from back in the day, like Danny McIntosh. Oh yeah, you know what I mean? We're going back, you know what I mean? So from his time, it's been absolutely silent when you're like the second city of the UK. It's London, Birmingham, Manchester, ain't it? Yeah. But London and Manchester, always big nights.
Always.
London.
That's one thing. Yeah, Liverpool. I do respect him for that. I respect him for that, because that's what we used to say. Especially becoming a pro, and I was like, I don't mind traveling up and down the country, but it's always London put the big shows on. Everyone always travels down there, or Manchester, Liverpool. They're the two cities that people really get behind. And for some reason, the Midlands always just go missing. We've got some great fighters there, and just never had the opportunities. And fair play to Ben, he's come back to the Midlands and he's really getting a kick going there. So
Yeah.
it's good. It's good to see.
Yeah, because even the Yorkshire, the Sheffield Leeds thing, they've had their good nights as well. But you guys
100%.
seem to have got left out. But it's good that now he's bringing it back and you're seeing some good nights there.
Exactly.
And I'll be going there for a show soon. They even just done a Misfits.
Oh
the
yeah.
other day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was
I've got my guy
Mist was
Ambush.
yeah.
Yeah, that was the
Tom
madness.
Pop, man. Tom Pop. It's just talking too wicked. But
Yeah, that was a
and
madness.
what's his name? Mist from
Mist,
your bits.
Yeah, Missed. Yeah. I actually see him in my local breakfast spot I go to. So yeah, man, I'm happy he got the job done. I know the other guy as well, so it's kind of one of them ones. But I think whoever the person who lost the most, if Miss lost, I don't know if he could have lived that down.
No. The street cred. Because
Yeah, exactly.
It's like when Swarms got slapped down and then they done a freestyle about bootings. And
Yeah. It's like we saw you in the ring, big man.
We're talking about booting.
No. But that's one thing I do respect with them is though, at least they're getting in there, man.
Yeah, I
Because
respect that.
They're getting in there with their names, their titles. Like I said, and if they're getting dropped and broke up and stopped, they know they have to live with it. So for me, I respect them, man. Just getting in them ropes is hard enough, and especially with all that the titles they hold as well, it's crazy.
Yeah. So I see that you're into the anime. So what was it? Was that something you got into from a kid?
Yeah.
And I see that you've got quite a few tattoos that are anime style, like Hawkage. And I noticed in the gym as well that you got quite a few anime style tattoos.
Yeah, firstly, my dad hates the tattoos being a Christian. You see, you should ink your body, man. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. We're in a different age now. But so big anime fan since I was young. My dad actually got me onto Dragon Ball Z.
That's what I was going to say.
So always started.
original.
I think it was a Toonami or something like that. They used to have it on there. And
No, it was Cartoon Network.
yeah, there's Cartoon Network. They went to Toonami,
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
sure. But like, the
okay.
blood was red. Then he went purple, then there was no blood. That's how mad it was. But Dragon Ball Z. Then I started off Naruto, and then ever since then I just ran with it, man. One Piece, Hajime no Ippo. And it's good, man. It's like the connection you can get with fans through that. Even like your son, he's got a Naruto top on. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And like the age groups, it's not just stuck in one age group. And me having these tattoos, I'm getting new fans just from the anime fans. It's crazy.
He went to a convention the other day, and the amount of flipping adults you
It's
see
mad.
there.
It's mad. It's like people really love. It's like a lifestyle for some people.
I'm thinking, wow, what's going on? You lot really on it, like.
Yeah, they come out. They come out in force. They do. Do you know what I mean? So if you hit that market right, you're doing well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. That's something you should definitely continue with,
But
man.
you know what? I've seen a lot of people trying to copy it now. You know, I ain't gonna name no names,
Yeah,
but if you're an anime fan, you do get caught out. You know what I mean? You get, it's one of them. The anime thing, they'll start asking, okay, so what episode this happened? If you start stuttering and stammering, you're gonna get caught out.
It ain't no like half-hearted thing.
Nah,
you can watch one show,
No,
and
for
then
real.
because you can't say you're anime, but or you
You're in
don't
it or
watch
you're
this.
not.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
you can't watch no couple Netflix series.
I watched. I'll say to you, I watched Dragon Ball Z. I love that.
But
that's about me.
That was the one.
Yeah,
That was
like
the
man
one.
like Frieza.
Frieza,
He was a
Android.
man. And it's bad how it's Android 17, Android 18, and now we've got all these Android phones and stuff.
It's true.
It's mad because that was the first time I heard that word. Cell.
Yes, the Cell Saga was the best saga. When Gohan turned Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah.
That was a mad thing.
Yeah.
Fusion and that,
Also, you was going back to your brother. You said, I remember you said that you didn't realize at the time that he did a lot for you.
Yeah.
But now you do realize, and like you're very appreciative. So, what was some of the stuff you realized at an older age?
Firstly, he's the older brother, so I think he had to go through a lot of things for me to be like, oh, I picked up on this. I shouldn't do this and do this, and even things like when he used to go down to the Marines, his actual first wage, I'm sure, was like $1,000 a month and things like that. And I never wanted to go to my mom and dad for, can you buy me these new boots? Can you buy me this? So my brother would always he would have me like that. If I was going to school, he'd make sure I got the hardest kicks. When I was going to the boxing gym, no ringside, the boxing was ringside.
Yeah. I was talking to you about them yesterday.
So I used to love them, and it was quite expensive for my I used to go to the gym with these gloves called Daz Box, so with your thumbs popping out at the end, dead boots, everything. My brother's like, we're going to get you looking hard. So he got me the Nike Hyper KOs, the first ones with the Manny Pacquiao logo on. And he used to buy me the ring sides. Every couple of weeks, he'd buy me new stuff.
Yeah, real big
and just doing that, I was like, you know what? He's a real one. Then when he used to come back, he used to train me, look after me, go through certain things that no one else is teaching me. And for me now, I've brought him on board now as my strength and conditioning coach, my nutritionist, and I'm in a position where I pay him to do that now. So it's a full circle, man. It's quite nice.
That's sick. Just you keep it in the family, and
man. Not only that, they know me the best, and they can push me the best. I've been all around the world with certain strength and conditioning coaches, and they're a bit soft because they don't know me. Well, my brother knows my limits, and he says if you're not leaving the session crawling, you ain't done it properly. So that's what I like.
I've gone on his page and very regimental.
He turns up straight face, watches you do your session with his stopwatch. Yeah, man, good work. If you get a good work, you've done well. Good work. We drive home in silence. But I know he's doing it for the best of me, man. Do you know what I mean? He just had a door and whatnot, but he leaves that to come and train with me.
Congrats, man.
So to see those things, it's
I definitely
nice.
see you're definitely not leaving a stone unturned with his strength and conditioning.
For real. If anything, my dad has to say, yo, you two need to chill out, man. My dad, that's what I like with my dad. My dad's the middle man, because he would just get carried away. I get carried away. Next thing you know, I'll burn my batteries out. When my dad comes and said, look, man, you need to rest today. So whatever your brother's on, he can do it himself. Have a rest day. I say, all right. Then I'll probably sneak out and train anyway.
So you made your debut versus Greg O'Neill. You had a spectacular stoppage. Then you had another fight, went points. Then you obviously had, I think you was out of an injury for a little bit. Then you came back and you had the viral fight versus Khalid Gradia, who most people don't realise that he actually fought Dan Aziz when Dan Aziz went to Italy. And Dan Aziz went points with him. So it was actually on paper a credible opponent for you to do a measuring stick on what you can do. And, you know, that performance went viral. And you really...
That's what really got me to where I am now. And like you said, I like that. It's... because I was at the weigh-in, busting a couple of... I knew of him, but I was like, you know... And then Ben Shalom come to me and goes, no, this kid can fight. You know, I was in Italy when he fought Dan Aziz, and he was a good tear-up, you know. This kid can fight. And he not only that, he fought Zach Parker as well and a couple more prospects. So I said, okay.
Ezra Taylor,
Carol Atuma. So he's been in there with some names. So I said, all right, then. He hasn't been in there with me yet. So watch what I do tomorrow. And then we turned up to one of my best performances yet, and that's what's blew me up. So shout out Khalid.
So what do you think about some of these refs who keep pulling up and trying to stunt stunting on your growth?
It's one of those things. It's like
you're not doing nothing wrong.
Exactly. It's like
the only one I'd say you did wrong.
It's the knocking of the
not even that. It's the one because they say. In amateurs, you know, you can't turn your back.
One good thing is I did do it from a good distance, so it wasn't like I was close, but I understand where it's coming from.
Yeah, but a pat on the head, enough, because Manny Pacquiao, I've seen him do the double hand.
He got pulled up for that though.
But I've seen Terence Crawford do mad stuff. Emmanuel Augustus was doing crazy. He was doing the most.
Yeah, but you got British Border Control, they're a bit different, man.
Yeah, because even this, so like my level of fights right now, I've never ever had a ref come in and tell me things. It's literally, you see the ref in the ring, and then I started getting this little bit of buzz about me, a bit of showboat and this, that. And this ref come in and he said, "You're right, mate. Can you turn off your music?" And I was like, hey, come here. He goes, "You're right, mate. Can you turn off your music?" So I turned it off. I was like, "Who's this?" And he said, "I'm the referee for today. I'm going to go through a couple of rules." He went through his rules. He goes, "The main thing I'm here for is I don't want no showboating. I don't want you disrespecting your opponent." I went, okay, shook his hand. I respect you. As soon as I got in that groove, I started doing a madness. Do you know what I mean? And he got vexed.
ADHD.
Because if you actually watched the fight, I come out serious, jab him. Then I went, it's go time, man. Started hopping on one leg, tapping him on the head over this. But it's one of those things. The ref was trying to do his job, but if you look online, he actually got loads of stick. Loads of stick. Then I had him in the next fight. I was like, oh my.
Yeah, I rinsed him on Twitter.
Yeah, people
like, he wanted it to be about himself. So you know, man, he want to go down the pub and go, you saw. I told him about himself.
I'm the one that made him stop all that.
It's the whole story because him doing that, the performance and the stoppage, all of that was all over Twitter, and that just kept talking. It just blew it up. So him doing that kind of helped it out as well. You know what I mean? That's what I see as. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So also I see you've got a second side career of the music. I see you had a tune 3 years ago called 120.
Oh yeah,
the Benzo tune. Come on. And then also you've got the new one now called
How Many Times.
How Many Times.
Yeah.
So yeah, what was you always a big lover of music and stuff like that? And,
so it's one of those things, you're at school, playtime, dinner time, whatever you want to call it, start spitting bars.
Oh yeah,
yeah, one of them ones. And if you come with a dead bar, you're just getting murked, you know what I mean? And it was one of those things where we do that. Then we was like, we should go studio one time. And my best friend, who's with me now, Colton. So he's got a real big stutter, real bad stutter. And he's the one that started rapping and not one stutter at all. Was like, yo, where's this come from? So when he was doing it, we started doing it. Went to the studio and he's like, do a track. Jumped in there. And it's just a hobby, if anything. There's a lot more worse things we could be doing. But for us, it's just a way of expressing yourself. There's other opportunities, different avenues, and just having fun, man. And I love it, man. It's good.
Yeah, no, and what it is, do you know what? I think you've come with this at the right time, because now there's a lot of fighters. You know, you've got spitters like Anthony Joshua, Jarrell Miller, Clarissa Shields, Lawrence Okoli, Adrian Broder, Ryan Garcia. So there's a little wait. Clarissa Shields. So you lot might have to do a little boxing cipher or something.
Yeah, that'd be a mad thing. That'd be hard. Did you add Wilder to your list?
Oh yeah, Wilder. He can be on the hook.
He can be sweet melodies. The Loverboy melodies.
He's the hardest though. He's the hardest.
Bronze chocolate.
Can we rate them?
No,
I think Jarrell is the best spitter.
Yeah, he's them personal bars. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's on that Smack DVD. You remember Smack DVD?
Yeah. With, that's old school.
Jay Mills and them man there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo.
They're taking it back.
Showing my age.
But like, I'll say my favorite out of all of them is Adrian Bro.
Bro. Yeah, he had a couple mixtapes.
Yeah, he was going on tour.
Yeah, he went on tour.
For when man's got on tour, he was living that lifestyle, man. I remember that fight though, man, because he was actually one of my favorite fighters. I loved everything he brought. And for that Madonna fight, I said he's gonna win that easy. So I went to bed. My dad actually watched it. And I remember my dad come over and nudged me, said, "Yo, your boy got knocked out." You know, I said, I ran down the stairs. I saw mama on the ropes like this. I said, "Nah, not bro, man."
You know, is that fight? He believed in his source way too much. When a man just doesn't see nothing else but the source, he weren't prepared for what Maidana was going to bring.
Nah, because that's one thing. You dropped that guy in the first fight. You did the Adrian Broner move. You know, he's like, I'm a stoner. I was like, come on.
Exactly.
So it made sense. So also, I see you done a few modelling gigs with Diesel AW24 at the Milan show. You also did another one.
That fashion week was mad actually.
Yeah, how was that?
It was weird, but like you're in the room and taking photos with people like Jaden Smith. The list goes on, man. Those people who was like, "Rah, we're in the same room as my man," and it was like that all happened off the back of that fight, and it's like it's weird how your life can change so quick. But then again, like you said with the Adrian Broner and the Source thing. I know I've not done anything yet. And when I do something, you still got to keep that mindset. And that's what I do like watching the Adrian Broners and stuff where you can learn from their mistakes.
Yes.
Because for me, it's your career can go like that, man. When it's all said and done, you can party, you can do what you got to do. But if you live the two lives now, it will catch up with you, man. It will catch up with you. Because there'll be someone hungry out there that's just going to try and just wait for that time you're slipping and catch you, man. So for me, it's not done till it's done.
Yeah, my mum always said you can't burn the candle at both ends. And that's I saw an interview you did. You said something about when someone was like, "Oh, what's it like now? You've got all these millions of views now. Like your thing's gone up." And you was like, "But that doesn't. It's nice to have followers, but it doesn't give you currency or
don't win your fights exactly." And that's one thing is every interview I do now, except you guys, every interview. Oh, what's it like having 1 million followers? I said, nothing's changed. A couple of people know me on the street. A couple of people like my photos, but that ain't going to get me up in the morning and run. They're not going to do it for me. They're not going to go in there and fight for me. I've got to go and do it. If anything, there's just more eyes on me. But like I said, all that publicity, all that popularity, it's nice to have, but the job ain't done yet.
But that seemed like that just went overnight. Like this.
Yeah, literally. It's like before that Khalid fight where I tapped man on his head, I had 200K. And then I went to sleep, woke up, I had 600K. Then in a couple of hours, 800K. Went to sleep, million. Went to sleep again. I was going, what's going on, man?
I was like, what's going on?
It was just like, it was mad. He was like, Shaquille O'Neal messaged me, followed me, sent me his number. Then it's just mad like Odell Beckham, Chance the Rapper, Meek Mill. The list just kept going on. I was like, what's going on here, man? Ronaldo, R9, Ronaldo, all them man following me. I was like, I said, this is a mad thing. Yeah, you know what I mean? It was weird to see them type of people. I thought they're watching me.
I feel like you've brought like a new flavor to boxing, and people ain't seen boxing. It. Huh?
Yeah, British boxing, yeah. And that's one thing.
I'm saying to boxing, not British boxing. I'm saying to boxing.
Okay.
He's brought a new flavour to boxing because it tells, because you see the kind of people that holler him. Yeah. So it's like worldwide kind of thing. And everyone ain't seen that kind of showboating since, can I say Prince Nassim? Like,
yeah, really. Yeah.
That's one good thing as well. A lot of people, Nas. I never actually watched Nas, you know.
How was it?
Never. I'm funny. You see my style, yeah, I'm flamboyant, flashy. I don't actually like that style. I like real technical boxers, and when I actually need to, I can be very technical. Like my favorite style is, like you said, Mario Kindle and stuff like that. But as a pro, Tommy Hearns, I love people like that.
I believe when you move up the ranks, the levels, I think I can see things to people that people think that you would not try it on.
That's what I'm excited to show. You know what I mean? Like as I said, as of now, I'm just in camp, learning and working on things. So when those bigger fights do come, I say, oh, you think I just hop on one leg? Watch this, bow. You know
he definitely came in the game hot though. He was like 3 fights, 4 fights, done Aziz.
Yeah. Exactly. And that still sticks, man, hopefully. So
I see that fight getting made sooner rather than later.
100%, because it would just, if it don't happen sooner or later, I think I'll just go like that then. And then just, do you know what I mean? Then it just get forgotten about. So it's either sooner or later, or we forget about it.
Also, I see you recently, you went out to New York. You was in the Gleason's gym. You was training. I don't know if you met him, but you must have met Lex's friend Blimp.
I don't know.
Did you see a big fella?
There was bare, man, you know.
Yeah, but when we went there, when we went there, I went there with Craig, and we thought we were gonna see like so many hungry lions.
Yeah, so did I. There's just keep fitters there, man.
Yeah, we were like, Gleason's. We thought,
it's a proper keep fitters gym.
So we get in there now. We're like, what is going on? They're like, come back. We'll call somebody down for you. Call somebody down. We thought, we actually thought we were gonna go in and see bare machines, bare guys just hungry. No, there's no work. There's hardly any work.
I literally walked in. There was like two 6-year-old ladies sparring between themselves. Yeah. A keep fitter in the corner, and the person just doing skipping. I was like, what's going on here, man? I said, we must have come at the wrong time. I said to the woman at the desk, I said, oh, when do like the pros come in? She goes, oh, not really.
Yeah, Gleason's ain't what it used to be no more.
And when you look around at the names, I was expecting some of these man to be in here. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's one of those.
That was like in 18, and we just thought, but apparently people go to that gym in Brooklyn. I think where's the Swedish heavyweight where he
the one who fought AJ.
Yeah, what's his name again?
Otto Wallen.
Where he trains. So I think that's like the go-to now. Oh, okay. But even there, people are saying there's not a lot of work there.
Nah, I've done a couple camps around, and I did do a camp in New York for a while. Do you know that heavyweight called Adam Konitsky or whatever?
Yeah, Adam Konitsky. Yeah, because I'm going to ask you about, tell us about your mad hike in Catskills with him.
And do you know that? This brother,
master aficionado, man.
Adam done us dirty, man. So it was me, Sugar Hill, Brandon Glenn, and some of the guys.
Brandon Glenn,
it was a good camp. I was sparring him a lot out there, but it was a very good camp. And the first day we got there, he said, we're going to go for a little hike. I ain't really into hikes. I don't like insects. I don't like dirt. But I didn't want to look rude. So I was like, yeah, let's go type of thing. And like he goes, it's literally 1 hour up, but be careful of the black bears and all that. I said, what do you mean black bears? So he was walking, 45 minutes in, and I could not see no end. And he goes, no, I'm sure it's only 20 minutes. So I said, all right, then I put my AirPods in, started marching. I marched for at least 7-8 songs. I said, that's way past 20 minutes. I said, what's this? I said, and not only that, it went complete silent. I thought, if one of these black bears do come, I'm finished. So I waited for the group to come. I said, yo, what's up with this 20 minutes? And he was like, I'm sure it was 20 minutes. And we started speaking Polish to one of the other girls, and she was like, I said, from there, I said, what did she say, Adam? Because, we've got a good while, another 2 hours. Yeah. So in the end, it came to like a 4-hour hike up the mountain. And then we have to do that coming down.
Yeah.
I was vexed, man.
like baby face.
It's long, man. It was a good experience. It was funny.
He's a big fella, though. He's on it.
Yeah, big. And my man was marching up there. I said, "Yo, you got to fight in 2 weeks. You know, you better calm yourself
Them legs.
down." For real.
Cat skills.
Yeah, man. But even there, so like New York. Luckily enough, we brought kids with us. We brought kids with us to spar. But like, if you go into the town of New York, there's no work.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah, it's like it's not what it used to be. I feel like the main cities people go now. They got good work in LA out here.
Miami.
Yeah, that's where I go. Miami's good because you get so many, probably like LA, but you get all different flavors. You get like the European guys, the American guys, Argentina, Mexicans. So
and Vegas. I heard there's good work in Vegas.
Yeah, that's why I want to go.
They've got a Matchroom gym out there and stuff. So
and got and top ranked gym as well.
Top ranked gym, yeah.
I want to. Yeah, that's the two places I want to go next. LA and Vegas. That'd be good to tick off.
Yeah. So you've got your next fight coming up, Selhurst Park, on June the 15th versus the African King, Ezra Arinka, 12-0, 10 KOs for the WO gold. Yeah, have you actually obviously we've seen the press conferences, you know, been quite flat, but you made me laugh, you know. You made me laugh. You remind me of them old school Jamaicans, you know, because get him a Sprite and a banana. I was like, oh my God. And then you getting on to him about his beads.
Yeah, come to the press conference and have beads on, rude boy.
So have you managed to actually watch any tape of him, and what do you think?
Yeah, I watched some tape.
Is it Ezra?
Yeah.
What's his full name? Sorry. Yeah, that's
Yeah, so,
he's on you, boy.
Yeah, well, you better keep, like I said, keep that same energy June 15th. Man. It's so good to do on a mic.
Yeah.
When you have to start lacing up your boots, getting your hands wrapped, you got to do that ring walk. It's a different story, man. But yeah, I watched some tape. Typical tough, rugged, come forward. It's nothing I haven't seen before. Yeah. And the way I'm preparing, the way I'm training, I believe we'll get the job done. But
it's good to have these kind of fights, you know.
Yeah, it's
meaningful
great.
Fights gets you up for it.
Yeah, it's good because like I said,
your presser.
I kept saying this got to be some setup, man. I said, where's he come from? But at the end of the day, being so early in my career, getting someone to talk, getting that live opponent, good title on the line, it's all part of the journey, all part of the story. So I kind of like it. You've seen other pros do it. And I'm getting to live that moment now, so I'm excited. First title on the way as well, so it's all good.
And you're doing it at my home ground.
Oh, there we go.
Park.
There we go.
And in the summer, they're doing a renovation to extend it by like 10 more thousand. So it's, yeah.
Oh, that'd be sick.
It's going to be do a couple of years. So yeah, it's good that it's a good.
I don't know why no one watches Crystal Palace.
Is that going to happen?
Don't try it. Don't try it.
Does that renovation happen before or after the fight?
No, after the fight. It's in the summer.
Oh, okay.
The season's just coming to a close first. And then obviously it'll be your show and then they'll do the renovations starting from there. So yeah, man. We're going to go into the penultimate round. Series of questions. Yeah. And hit that bell.
Yeah, be ready to be stitched up, by the way. I thought I'd give you a disclaimer.
Thank you very much.
All right. So red corner or blue corner?
I'll pick a corner. What's the champion in usually?
Blue.
Blues. I'm blue corner then.
Left hook or straight right?
Oh, left hook.
Everlast or fly?
Adidas.
Cleaton, Razor, Grants?
Adidas.
Rival or winning?
Adidas.
Come on, I like that. All right. For boots, Nike boots or Adidas boots?
On the side, Grant. On the side, Grant.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what did you say? Boots.
For boots, Adidas or Nike boots?
Adidas.
Come on, that's what I'm on. I like that. Everlast or Lonsdale boots?
No, what I can actually say this. Oh, now we used to say back in the day, if a man's wearing Everlast boots, he can't beat me, man. So that was my dad can ask you any championships I go to. I don't care if the kids won 50,000 national titles. If he's got them on his feet, the confidence in me, I was winning that day. You know what I mean? So we'll go with whatever of ones you said. We'll go with him.
York Hall or Civic Hall?
Oh, Civic.
It is a nicer looking.
Yeah, it's nice, man. No, we're speaking off camera. York Hall, the amount of talent that's been in there, I do want to fight there, but Wolverhampton's my hometown. It's only right we touch there.
Yeah. AO Arena or O2 Arena?
Ooh, I boxed that both. O2, I just think something about those London nights, man.
What's AO, the Manchester?
Yeah.
Wembley.
Wembley.
Ayo.
No, that's no.
Ayo's Manchester.
Wembley's
Ayo's-
OVO.
Ayo's Manchester.
Yeah. I boxed that both.
Wembley's
I boxed at all
OVO.
three. OVO,
Yeah.
O2. O2 was the my favorite one. It's just you see it on. It sounds mad. You see it on the EastEnders.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, I'm boxing there. You know what I mean? So
The EastEnders man, yeah.
I'm EastEnders man. You been watching it recently?
Yeah.
The priest is moving mad.
Oh,
The priest is moving mad.
and that he's now on the juice.
Yeah. But is that why his things weren't coming up? Because
Man sitting on the edge of the bed like this. EastEnders is too hard.
Because it's because of my scars. And he didn't say nothing, but it's because the juice in it.
The juice got man.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
Nas or Jay-Z?
Ooh, Nas.
Drake or Kendrick?
Drake.
Yeah, new one.
Bryson Tiller or Brent Fayez?
Ooh, Bryson Tiller.
Future or French Montana?
Future.
50 or Diddy?
No Diddy.
Come on.
No Diddy.
Yeah.
Asking silly questions.
I had to test you there. I see you on point. I see if you're still awake.
As soon as I had Diddy, I said, no. You sparked my interest. I said, nah.
Skeng or Skillibeng?
What was Skilly Bang?
Massacre or Alkaline?
Alkaline.
Vibes Cartel or Movado?
Oh. Vibes.
Yeah, so it's either Gaza or Gully. So yeah, the Gaza, yeah? Alright. Beanie Man or Bounty Killer?
Beanie Man.
Steph London or Jada Kingdom?
Ooh. Oh, they had a back and forth. Mad thing.
Are we talking music? Are we talking looks?
Whatever you want. Whatever you want. I ain't trying to put anyone in any predicaments.
If it's the whole package, I'm going Steph.
Okay. Yeah. Shenseea or Spice?
Ooh, Spice.
See the posters there? Ali or Tyson?
Ali. And just done more in his time and changed the landscape of boxing, man.
Jack Johnson or Joe Lewis?
Ooh. Joe Lewis.
Ray Robinson or Ray Leonard?
Has to be the original, man.
Yeah. But
Leonard is
Leonard
Leonard's the bad man. When he starts,
yeah.
And when he starts,
But when a man can make someone quit from feints and making a miss, that's someone dangerous. And not only that, the era he's in, he's fighting the Hagglers, Hearns.
He did fight serious opposition.
Yeah,
the reason I'm saying that because you have to call Robinson and say, "Can I get your name?"
yeah, but that's just paying homage.
Yeah, the homage. I know. That's what I said. The originator.
Nah.
Jimmy Lennon, Michael Buffer or Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ooh, Michael Buffer.
Mills Lane or Steve Willis?
Ooh. I'm trying to look for you. You might look away, you know. Let's go, Steve.
I like. He's more character in his face, isn't it?
Yeah, but Mills Lane's iconic, innit? But Turbiev or Bivol?
I keep switching this one, man.
Yeah, no. I thought I was going to see.
Switching this
I
one.
was going to see this one sooner.
Let's go, Biv.
Tim Tszyu or Virgil Ortiz?
Ooh. Virgil Ortiz.
Canelo or David Benavidez?
I can see Benavidez beating him, but Canelo's been in that much big fights and stuff. I'm going to go with Canelo.
So for this weekend, Jaya Patai or Bradis 2?
Jaya Patai.
Fury or Usyk?
You got to back the British, man. Let's go Fury.
Daniel Dubois or Hergovich?
You got to back the British. Dan Dubois.
Zhang or Wilder?
Oh, see, that's a flip of the coin, man, because I can see both of them getting knocked clean out, man.
Yeah, both got
Do you know
mad
what I mean?
power. Chinese power.
Yeah, the thing is with Zhang, he's kind of square, and that's perfect for a Wilder 1-2, but then he can take lick as well, man. I'm gonna back Wilder. I'll back Wilder.
I'll leave the other 5v5 because there's a lot of British, man, so you've got to back the British.
We can do it if you want. We can do it. Yeah,
Hamza
man.
Shiraz or Ray, Amma
Amma
Williams.
Williams.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I think Hamza Shiraz on that one.
All right. Nick Ball or Ray Ford?
Ray. I like Ray. He's sharp with it. I do like Nick. Nice guy. Good friend, but I like the other guy's style, man.
Yeah. Craig Richards versus Willie Hutchinson.
Gotta go with my guy Craig, man.
Come on.
Sounding right. If not, maybe bottling me with that bottle. Nah, of course, man. That's what we're here for as well. I'm training with him, so of course.
Yeah. And then at boxer, you got Joshua Buatsi versus Anthony Yard. Who you got?
Ooh. If that does cross the line, I do think probably Buatsi.
Okay.
Got a bit more pedigree. He can box and he can fight. But fair play to Yard. He has stepped up in tough fights, so it will be good to see. But I do think Buatsi.
Alicia Baumgardner or Clarissa Shields?
Clarissa Shields, man.
Yeah.
Clarissa, she's done a lot more, and just secondly, she's just way too big.
Yeah, so what weight would that even take place at?
Because they're talking about
147 or.
I'm sure
Whichever
that
one, it don't matter.
it don't matter what exactly, because as soon as she rehydrates, it'll be a madness. And she can wrestle now as well.
Yeah.
Right.
BMW or Mercedes?
Oh, Mercedes.
Audi or Lexus?
Audi.
Rolls Royce or Bentley?
Rolls Royce.
Daytona or Sky Dweller?
Sky Dweller.
Pepsi or Hulk?
Ooh. Hulk.
The chocolate or root beer?
Ooh. Chocolate. These are good questions, you know.
AP or Patek?
Oh, Patek.
Hublot or Chapard?
Hublot.
Dark skin or light skin?
What? Cakes.
For the gallon.
Yeah. we need to be more specific.
I knew what you were trying to do. I wanted him to talk to me. Light skin queens.
I was just
Light
saying.
skin queen.
No, I'm all shape, sizes, skin tones, but light skin queens. But shout out my baby girl at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say slim line or curvy thick.
Oh, yeah, curvy. Something to grip, son.
Come on. Natural or surgery?
Natural, always.
Garage or house?
Oh, garage.
Salsa or ramba?
Raw. Salsa.
Drum and bass or jungle?
Jungle.
R&B or hip hop?
Probably R&B, you know.
Slow jams or new jack swing?
Old school.
Yeah. Dancehall or Afro beats?
Dancehall, man.
Reggae or revival?
Reggae.
Soca or calypso?
Calypso.
Brown stew chicken or jerk chicken?
Oh, brown stew chicken, man. Oh, my grandma used to do the best.
Come on.
That gravy all over the rice.
Oxtail or peppered steak?
Peppered steak, 100%.
So with that rice and peas, with the peppered steak, red kidney beans or gunga peas?
Red kidney beans.
Yeah, gunga peas, man.
Gunga peas, man.
That's isn't that the original?
Yeah, the original one. And then black eyed peas is like the second, and then red kidney beans was like
a
new thing.
Me, I like black eyed peas
Latino
the
thing.
best. I like black eyed peas the best.
Oh, yeah, the cow peas.
Yeah, but I don't like them gunga ones. No. Not up, man.
Hardo bread or cocoa bread?
Ooh, probably hardo.
Festival or dumpling?
Festival, man. It's a bit sweeter, man.
Yeah. All right. So for your ends, Mellows or Adians?
Oh, I know Mellow, so shout out Mellow. Let's go Mellows.
Beef patty or Cornish pasty?
Look at the cookie.
No, because I thought you were half English. If I knew the Austrian thing, I'd come with something.
Cornish pasty, you know. Yeah. Cheesy beef patty, man.
Come on. Evian or Volvic?
Oh, Volvic.
Voss or,
actually, Evian.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Voss or Fiji?
Oh, they come with some bougie waters.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even look at it.
I'm a sucker,
That's
man.
too much. You know what I mean? Let's go Fiji if you're feeling real nice.
Okay. And then
I said Fiji, you know. I'll stick to tap water, man.
Maran Jembo or Jaime no Ippo?
Oh, Ippo.
Whitebeard or Dragon Ball Z?
Oh. I grew up on Dragon Ball Z, so it's only right. Dragon Ball Z.
Phantom or GTO?
Phantom.
One Punch Man or Demon Slayer?
Oh, Demon Slayer.
Cowboy Bebop or Attack on Titan?
Attack on Titan.
And then last one, Mob Psycho 100 or One Piece?
One Piece. 100%. 100% One Piece.
Oh, and then also, do you prefer town or city life?
Ooh,
No, sorry, country or city life?
City, man. Like, I'll speak about this to all my friends. I can't deal. You see them houses look like picture perfect houses, but there's no neighbors. They're scared. They can attack you from all sides, and you got nobody to call. Not only that, exactly. Not only that, the insects there. The spiders and moths, that must be a madness. Nah, I'm town, man.
Yeah, he's saying apartment city living.
Yeah. Or at least being a little gay community where there's people there.
Or a Crescent.
Yeah, something quite juicy like that. But
Brookside.
Countrysides, nah, that's not me, man.
Yeah, I hear that. So, yeah, man. So let everybody know where they can find you on social media.
Instagram Ben Whittaker, TikTok Ben Whittaker 81, and they're the main two I use really. Twitter Ben Whittaker, but I don't really use that if I'm honest.
Okay.
Is it Twitter or is it X? What is it?
I call it Twitter.
I call it Twix Ben Whittaker 81.
Sorry, before I start taking credit for that, I was about to take credit. Shout out Base the Kid because he was the one who actually come out with that.
I like that one. That's good. That's good. Yeah, because X, that just don't sound right.
It sounds
man.
a bit.
That sounds
fruits,
weird.
innit?
Yeah,
no Diddy.
You just wanted me to say no Diddy. You love the no Diddy.
No puff. But yeah, nah, man. Love for coming on, man.
Nah, appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate that, man.
Bro.
Appreciate you.
You're doing good things, man. I love to see you. My dad loves your show.
Oh yeah. Oh,
yeah, my dad loves your show. He said, "Get on there, man." I said, "Yeah, man. You're both good people, man." So it was only right I come up and show my face.
No.
There's some jokes, man. Thank you, man.
So yeah, man. And we wish you all the best in your future endeavors and on your next fight, especially, man.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
you're gonna be around then.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
So you're gonna be there.
Of course,
okay. I was gonna say if you need it, man, I'll make sure I look out for you in the crowd and give you a little wave and I'll brook him up.
Oh yeah, please do. Post-fight interview. Shout out the Neutral Corner.
I got you.
Fight Fan TV Live. But yes, there you have it, guys. Is another episode of the Neutral Corner, proudly brought to you and sponsored by Treasure Boxing Club with the collaboration of Ragatonic. It's Danny Glover.
It's Big Lex.
And today we've had our special guest, Ben the Surgeon Whittaker. And remember, guys, persistence beats resistance. You know where it is.
See you later.